cheers. Don't confuse it with liquid DNB, because today we're going to try to make some jump up. Now, I'm a noob when it comes to jump up, but I'm a professional sound designer now for 10 years, aka people buy my presets and I support my life with sound design. So hopefully I can make something half decent. All right, so what I've done to save some time is I currently have this little buildup that is going to occur with some samples from a new pack I released called Odyssey, which is a drum and bass pack. It's going to contain this buildup loop, some ambience, and a rap vocal.
That's all I know. I feel I'm up. It's something different, yeah. I'm on the road. I feel love. I bring it home. I'm on my way though, I had to let go.
Now for the drums, again, a wise man once told me by the name of Bear, he's a great artist, that whenever you're dealing with these kind of genres, if you don't know what you're doing and you're so used to the 4 on the 4, always put the snare on the 2 and the 4, and then from there revolve the kick around that. Once we have that laid down, we can now just duplicate that across. From there, we'll put a little bit of effort later on in some different stuff. I also want to layer a clap. When it comes to kicks, I think the best advice I can give people is to hear them, hear a reference track that you might like, and then from there, try and find one that sounds similar. This block one sounds very heavy. It sounds like the transient is a little bit too forward, so we might have to, maybe do this to it, but I am going to fade it out more. Now, in traditional jump up, and again, this is why some people hate it. What I've known and what I've been taught from YouTube and just hearing people's music is kick hits here and then here. I'm going to EQ the kick. Again, it sounds very raw, like we're missing a bit of EQ, so we're just going to go. This sounds right to me, but I already know later on in this video, I'm probably going to come back and fatten that up a bit more, but I'll be happy with this. Now, there's two kind of producers in this world, the people that do low cuts and the people that don't. I'm on the team of actually doing low cuts. I feel like it doesn't cause any issues. It's just being clean. So from here, since I'm laying that clap in there, for this close hats, let's just pick a couple of really good ones here. We're going to go in each individual one and just shorten it a bit using the fades here. From there, I'm going to use another loop just to kind of add a bit more texture and fill out some of the parts of it. Little quick intermission, guys. If you're enjoying the video and you want to support the channel, make sure you head over to evilsounds.com where you can find all of my sound design work. If you're making drum and bass or want to, consider supporting this pack called Odyssey. I also have Dark Bass Volume 1 and 2, which are going to be packs for UK house that can be also used in jump up and traditional drum and bass. With that being said, let's get back to the video. All right, guys, it's time to get to the fun part, and that is creation of the drop. Now, when it comes to making drops, to be honest, I think with these kind of genres, your mouth is your best friend. I made a video on how to turn a vocal into a drop. So again, you can watch that video if you're interested in some sound design. But for this one, I'm going to be looking for some sounds from this pack that I'm going to be using to create it. And I think the first thing that we can start off with is probably the initial wub. I mean, half the battle literally is like outsourcing the sounds or learning how to make them yourself. Now for this track, we're going to be writing it in F minor just for the reason that the vocal is hitting C minor. So we got that bass, but we're going to find an interesting one to start things off with. Maybe something that we would. I like this one. The fart. Let's not forget the sidechain, but I'll probably create a group for this stuff and we'll move fast with it. I'm gonna try and add a pitch bend, maybe coming from up or down to reach a desired note. The way we do that is go to envelopes. Here we go. MIDI control pitch bend. Maybe from here, go down. Nah, not too much. Now we gotta find one of our top sounds here. So the cool thing I think about sounds is you just want to kind of go through them and see what you can get. That sounds cool. That doesn't sound jump up. So I think I like this sound called Spartan Love, inspired by Bo, who I believe he makes jump up. So I think this is perfect. Just playing with my keyboard here. Gonna go back to our notes. Now, with a lot of this stuff, it sounds like it's hitting the root note of the scale we're in, but also the semitone up, which is a trick to just sound badass. I like the idea of that. And then from there, another bass can come in. I kind of don't. Oh, I like that. Let's see if we can make it sound just a little cleaner. It feels like an EQ is needed with a notch. For some reason, every single DNB sound, I always feel like there needs to be a notch. I'm gonna go with overdrive on the top. I kind of want to accentuate that top end a little bit more. And we just got to be careful with the drive here. And I have to move this because my camera is blocking it, but we're going to lower this down. Again, we just want to accentuate. And when using the dry and wet and low values, we're going to boost highs. Let's do everything now. Yep, that's good. Later, we'll use a reverb to kind of tie the sounds together. But for now, we're going to go with that. Maybe like a cool little bass response here. We'll use this for now because that's the idea. I'm going to use that as a way, as a passing sound, we'll call it. There's a thing called passing notes where you use it to get to somewhere you want. I like this sound, and I think we can use it to move. Yeah, okay. And then we'll put that there here. Okay, so this now gets easy because now I know I need another sound. And this sound is going to be another main sound. I could do something cool and come back to this and continue the melody as well. So those are variations we can do, I feel like. That sounds maybe a fog. That's gnarly. Let's. I like that, but it's very gnarly. I think it's very, like, I think I want to figure out what I want to do there first. I mean, that I could commit to that. I think I like it there. We'll put the mod there, and I'll try something with that. And then maybe a high F sharp. Or we could just do that. That's like a different song. Okay, so I think the thing here, songwriting aspect, it sounds cool, but it's just too rough compared to everything before it. So let's fog. I like that. Maybe go or some cool response. We'll duplicate just to make a new channel. And again, it's like kind of playing a jigsaw puzzle at this point. If you have the sounds, I mean, obviously I'm cheating in that regards because I'm not making these from scratch. But I'd be here all day. That's the thing. And then let's play with the mods on this guy. Maybe we could do something cool. That's kind of not too bad. We'll activate this mod. Just work forward, not backwards. So here I'm gonna do another response, but I don't want this to do the pitch down effect. I don't feel it's right. I like it for the first part, but not here. So here, how about this? We'll switch to a different one shot. Might be overthinking it, but hey, the music production should be all about having fun. That section. That's the easiest one to use right there. Oh, I like that one. Let's just put it in F. So we're in E, one semitone up. That sounds sick. Let's get maybe like the dry vocal, use it for here.
There you go.
And then we'll switch this guy up to another response. So that way it doesn't get too repetitive and we can come in with something more fresh. Again, I think this is one that we can change. Maybe we can play around with the LFO shape. I mean, one of the things when doing production, I feel like people need to learn basic sound design because it allows you to change the sound. All right, so let's see what we can do. I like that sound. And there I'll accentuate that with like maybe a Reese, and then maybe distort that a little more. But here we can layer. Accentuation just means we're gonna make that a very strong beat so that we can get the vocal in, and then just hit it with like a good fucking Reese here. Maybe like. Yeah, there it is. All right, yeah, let's go with that. I actually like that one there, but maybe we could do a couple of mods there to help the transition. I kind of like how it moved really fast, so we could do that and do that there and all. Again, a little bit of sound this time. Maybe we ease up on the distortion. Maybe not. And then what we're going to do is activate this mover one. I think that sounds pretty sick, actually. And again, we're just going to do. That's pretty good.
Bring it home. I'm on my way, though. I had to let go. That's all I know. I had to let go. That's all I know.
Okay, and then here maybe we could change that. Again, we have a couple mods to play with in these packs usually, so maybe the face talk comes in. That's a good one. Maybe we can fog the shit out of it or something. But I don't know how it's going to sound like if we do that. Ooh la ma. All right, ooh mama. Let's put this fog here. I mean, it sounds cool, but the thing is, it's going to work in theory, right? So, and it like that. It's a puzzle. So as a noob, creating this rough draft, really not too bad, especially when you have the right sounds. But what I'm going to do right here is, first off, I do want to create a bit of cohesion with the leads, because obviously they sound cool and all, but how do you bring it all together? I think one of the things that help create that is getting rid of the reverbs on the ones that we can. And then from there, we can put our own. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. Today, I was actually going to make a video about, on how to... everything producers should do with presets the moment they put it on their track, and this is one of them. Getting rid of reverb, mainly because we want to create cohesion between all the sounds, so they need to have similar reverbs. The other cool thing we can do is also play around with the idea of automation of that reverb and getting a good one. Now from here, I'm going to use a return track for this. We'll use A, just get rid of that, and we're going to go with the hybrid reverb inside of Ableton. If one of the things I've learned in watching a lot of the drum and bass guys work is they love their convolution reverb, and I think it's a mistake for us not to use it as well. From there, let's just route it there. I'm not going to be too picky about this, by the way. I'm just going to route the basses there. That's the drums. Now we're going to be, again, getting rid of the low end. You never want reverb on your low end. I'm the noob, but just in case you're more newbie than me, then you don't want to be doing none of that stuff. Keep it simple. We're just going to get rid of lows. From here, let's just pick one that sounds cool to our ears. I guess I'll go for a hall or something. Oh man, decay down again. Here's the decay value. We don't want anything too long. Let's get rid of that. Now we're going to use a compressor to glue the sounds together. Obviously you want to level as properly as you can, but you can also compress to help a bit with that. So we're going to go 2:1 ratio for gluing. Man, okay, that last sound, we're going to add a bit of grit if possible. We're going to use the overdrive again. We don't have to use it really high. We don't want to lose that character it has. And then maybe erosion, just to add a bit of noise to it. I think it will do wonders. White noise. Okay, let's try that.
My way though, I had to let go. That's all I know. I had to let go. That's all I know. I had to let go.
Cool. So that creates cohesion. Obviously, it's not the best reverb because I'm a noob here, but no, we're working very fast. But from there, it's just kind of nailing that down. For instance, it might be decay too big, so we'll lower that down a bit. You can see there. From there, I'm going to add a bit of saturation to the channel of that. Again, the idea is that we just want to beef up. The sounds, and saturation is probably one of the best things to do that. We can mess around. From here, we're also going to do the same thing to the drums. Saturation, you can never go wrong with that. Obviously, don't just put saturation. Do put effort into your drums and stuff. But I'm just showing you guys a lot of times just using the right sounds, the right samples. I'm not saying use mine. I'm saying use good company samples out there, like Leviathan from Block Octopus is great. A lot of times that will save you time instead of trying to get really bad samples to sound good. So from here, again, we're going to put saturation, something you want to be doing. If you don't know about it, try and read about it. It's one of the best things to do to get your sounds fat. From there, we're going to use some glue compression on the drums, fast release, 2:1 ratio to glue again. 6, so we got that. So hearing this, another thing too is the drums sound too monotone. And what I mean is down the center. So there's obviously a lot of things that we can do to do that. But from here, I'm going to try and maybe get a drum loop from another company maybe to see if I can get some width for this. And there's some good width in this one. So this one's more processed obviously than some of the ones we have here. But we can use this on the second part just to add it. I have to let it go. Alright guys, and that's going to be the end of the video. So that was me attempting to create a jump up drop. It's a very fun genre to do when you have the right sounds. I'll give it that much. Creating the sounds, well, it can get a little hard now and then and a little irritating figuring them out. But with these kind of genres, it's all about the sound design. And once you have them, it's very fun to make. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. Hopefully you got anything out of this video. Maybe just fucking saturate the shit out of stuff, to the reverb stuff, to the warping of the vocal, etc. I mean, hopefully it was fun, and that's the most important thing for me. But as always, if you want to support the channel, make sure you head over to evilsounds.com. You can find all of my sound design work. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your day and much love.
Your gravity.